Why, hello everyone. It is in fact your friendly neighborhood ghost Exodus. Some of you might know that I am the leader of the hacktivist group known as the Electronic Tribulation Army, as well as the director of Winter Storm, a group that focuses on op-child safety initiative. I have something interesting I would like to impart to our hacktivist subculture. It's called the 7 Laws of True Hacktivism Ethos. Some of you might know that I was the first person in recent U.S. history that was ever convicted for corrupting industrial control systems. I was, by all definitions, a black hat and an insider threat. And it wasn't until I was serving over 10 years in federal prison for hacking that I took a moment to reflect on my personal ideology and began to weigh, whether or not, why I hacked was relevant to what I was fighting for. I mean, when you have a lot of time in prison, you have time to think and begin to readjust some of the faulty things that you used to fight for. This is the reason why I've created these laws. Now, what you can do, which I encourage you to do, is to adopt them. If you don't adopt them, create a version of them and implement them in your subgroups to help govern and discipline and guide and shape your hacktivism ethos. Because without consequences, discipline, or guidance, or proper shaping, it is nothing but chaos and disorder. Listen, law number 1, malicious code. The world is not your testing ground. That's what virtual machines are for. Yes, I said that. You're welcome. Law number 2, consequences. Weigh the consequences of every action you take. Ask yourself how your actions will either help or harm. Law number 3, theft. Do not steal information or money from the innocent. Victimizing the innocent does not make one a hero, but an enemy of the public and the mask. Therefore, there are plenty of evil people who can be punished. And when I say making one an enemy of the mask, I mean this. And what this initially stood for. Law number 4, do not disrespect the mask. If you hack outside an op, cause no harm to the innocent. Doing so disrespects the mask. Law number 5, public health and safety. The following are strictly forbidden as targets: schools, businesses, civilians, healthcare, and industrial controls related to quality of life and public health and safety, whereby misuse could have the potential to endanger the public. These shall be considered out of scope, with the only exception if it is essential to expose injustice or wrongdoing of said entity and will not put the public at risk. Law number 6, do not transgress the op. If someone you know or an individual or group is transgressing the goals of a hacktivism operation through out-of-scope attacks, and you learn of it, get in front of the attack to anonymously warn the target of the attack in an effort to mitigate it without involving law enforcement. Law number 7, wartime law. During times of war, the loss of life through hacktivism is strictly forbidden. This is for armed ground forces. The power of life and death shall not be determined from behind a computer by a hacktivist. I hope this has been enlightening. Remember, hack responsibly and don't be an asshole.